54. If x has a normal distribution with mean 5, mu equals 5, and sigma, standard deviation, is 2, find the probability that x is between 2 and 6. Now, before I wrote here for the other z normal distribution problems, if you're given the z value, you use the table. If given x value, you need to find the z value. Z equals the x value minus the mean divided by the standard deviation. You have to use this formula to find your z value, and then you can go to the table. So before we do anything else, we need to find the z value for x equals 2 and the z value for x equals 6. We need to find those two z values in order to continue. So first, let's find the z value for x equals 2. So z equals x minus the mean divided by the standard deviation. Z equals 2 is my x value, minus my mean, here we're given is 5, divided by the standard deviation, which is 2. Z equals negative 3 over 2, which equals negative 1.5. That's my z value for x equals 2. For x equals 6, here's my z value. Z equals x minus the mean divided by the standard deviation. Z equals 6 minus my mean is 5 divided by 2. Z equals 1 over 2, which is 0.5. So here's what we're really asked now. What's the probability that z is in between negative 1.5 and 0.5? Now that's what we're being asked for. And if I was to kind of draw that to demonstrate what that looks like, here's z values, there's z equals 0. Let's say this is negative 1.5 and this is 0.5. I want this area in between here. I want the probability that z is in between these two values, in between negative 1.5 and 0.5. Now again, the table gives us the area to the left. So if I looked up 1.5 on the table, it's giving me this area. If I looked up 0.5 on the table, it's giving me all of this area. So all of this area minus this area will give me this, what I need. Again, all of this area minus this area gives me what I'm looking for. So essentially what I'm doing is finding my z value for 0.5. I'm finding my z value, I'm finding my probability for z less than 0.5. I'm finding my probability for z less than negative 1.5, and I'm subtracting them. That's the approach we take for in between these two values. So I'm going to the table for 0.5, which we had already, that's 0.6915. 0.6915. That's the larger area. That's this area here. And I'm subtracting the smaller area, less than negative 1.5. Let's go back to the table. Negative 1.5 is here. 1.5. It's 0.0668. 0.0668. And if I subtract these two values, I will get the probability that my z value is in between these two. So I'll subtract them. 0.6915 minus 0.0668, and that's 0.6247. That's the probability that z is in between these two values, the same probability that x is between 2 and 6 when I have a mean of 5 and a standard deviation of 2.